that A-OK grip on what's called the inner curve of the handle, okay? So that's your index finger and your thumb are going to be kind of nestled just right towards the curve of the handle. You don't want to have it down on the horn of the handle, but just on the straight part where it starts to curve, you want to have your index finger and your thumb. There you go, okay. So notice your bell is hanging inwards. If you're holding two bells, they'll hang inwards towards each other. If we take the opposite of that, they now hang away from each other and they don't swing or swivel very efficiently. Okay? So, what we're going to do is now we're going to point your thumb slightly inward, like at the opposite thigh. This is how we're going to swing in the one-arm swing. Well, here's what it looks like. Now, I'm going to exaggerate what I'm doing, but if you notice at the top of the movement, I'm opening my pinky, my ring, and my middle finger, and my elbow is also leading this movement. The reason for that is we want to start using the index finger and the thumb to assume a lot of that energy on the downswing of that exercise. If we just grab the kettlebell, we're going to get on the middle ring and pinky. And you can see, like, you'll develop calluses, but ideally what you want to do is be able to spread a lot of that stress or some of the force of this exercise into your index and thumb. It'll also help preserve your grip on some of the other exercises. Like this is how we snatch. And snatches are usually done for durations of time. So, it just helps to dissipate some of the friction into the hand. And if you'd like to just lightly loosen your grip at the top, at the apex of your swing, just keeping a light contact with your index finger and your thumb. If you get tired, you'll probably get tired maybe a little quickly on this, switch hands. Yeah, you guys have that nice angle. Your thumb is slightly pointing backwards. And at the top, we're just going to give a little pull so that our elbow now is bent up towards the sky. That'll also allow you guys, here's the thing, at the top of your swing, you want to have control over the bell in such a way that if you let it go, it's just going to hover right where you let it go. If you sense that if you were to let it go, it's going to go flying out in front of you, what you want to do is get a counter pull on that movement to cancel that energy in such a way where when you let it go, it just hovers. Sometimes it's called a hover swing. Yeah. You can just practice that movement. Because if you're able to, and that movement actually is applied at the beginning of the upswing. It looks like I'm pulling at the very end, but if you apply that pull too late in your upswing, the bell is not going to do what you want it to do. The head of the bell is going to tilt. So if you're doing this, if you're timing that counter pull properly, when you let go of your bell, it's going to hover in a horizontal position. Into this movement, so we're not pulling this bell up into the rack position. We want to guide it this way. And the main thing, once we've got that, we unlatch the hip. We've got to get that hand, sneak that hand back into the handle. That's kind of the big thing, is getting that hand repositioned. If you just maintain the same grip on the handle the whole time, that bell is going to swivel around that higher fulcrum point at the base of your fingers, and yeah, it's going to rotate around a longer lever and hit you on the back of the forearm there. And expect that. That's, I can explain that. I know you guys understand that, At the same time, it's going to take a little while before the timing on this is such that you actually feel that. But just practice and keep your reps low. If you start getting tired on this movement, either take a break or switch to the other side. But you always want to be pretty fresh. Fit that forearm right back here. Yeah, so. Good. Keep your bell racked a little longer. Just give your hips a little more time to re-angle. There you go. Good. And start spinning that off. So how's it going? I know it's kind of a little counter. There you go.
Here's the two bills.
Pull the hips back.
Bill and Bill.
Yeah, there you go. Just rest up. And if you're tired, you take a break. Go on. Those hamstrings. Now as you bring it up, as it's coming up at about 90 degrees, that's when we're going to try to put your hand inside the handle. Now, get your hand, looks like everyone can. Get your hands on your toes. Staying long up in the front. And just roll your elbow down towards your kneecap.